Hello YouTube. Now I didn't get a chance to do any videos yesterday, but as you see, I do have the water pump off the 5.3. All my batteries were dead when I started to record, but it came off really easy. There's a 6 millimeter volts that hose it, 3 that goes on this side and 3 on that side. You got three 15 millimeter bolts that hose the tensioner, the belt tensioner, and then 2 10 millimeter bolts that hose the water pump housing, which I have right here. And I don't know who put it on last, but they had orange RTV sealant all over it. And you can see a little bit right there. I cleaned it up just in case I have to reuse the housing. This is like a one piece, so I don't know if the thermostat I bought is going to be one piece or two piece, but went ahead and worked on cleaning some of that out. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to go ahead and do a recording. I will do some more cleaning on it before I put the water pump in. It's supposed to be here today. I was checking out on it, which surprisingly everything was shipped from the same place, even though two of it said it had been shipped first before the other one, but they all saying that they came from the same location, which is actually in my state, so that is very, very good. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you. Well, I'll go ahead and show you over here. Got this tarp covering up some of my scrap metal. You can see how I got a damage right here where something fell on it, and I was going to try to fix it, but I had it where the hose will clamp, but this is the part that kept coming off, and you look, it's right there towards the edge for a stop, and you can't move it, but I can take a hammer and probably knock it back in, but it kept coming off. But as you see, someone just caked this up. It was all over the thermostat itself, so I'm surprised this thing didn't overheat or anything like that with as much sealant they put on that. And I don't even think you're supposed to put any on that because it's got that rubber gasket. Usually those type go on dry. Sometimes you need to put some on it. The instructions always tell you if you do or not. But most of the times when I got them like that, I don't never use no sealant, and always seals good. But yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have problems. Probably they done the same thing on the gasket, because as you can see, it was sealed, but because of that, the gasket itself stayed on the water pump. So all I had to do is just clean up that orange sealant off of the engine. The other thing I was doing, come inside the truck. This is the instrument cluster that come off of the, let me get you in a better location. I think this one came off of the 85. It is still dusty, but it's a lot cleaner than the cover off the original that was on this C10, which, let me see if I got it nearby me. I don't got it in the truck. That's weird. I do not see it. Maybe I'm just sitting over it with it right here on my feet, but no, I didn't see it down there either. Anyway, let me show you the difference in the clusters itself. This one at the top is the original, which, as you see, I don't have the plastic cover on there. Let's go ahead and start with gauging. Now, these had some, I don't know, some crappy gauge. It was the same thing they got on the steering wheel column, or the steering wheel itself, which is the reason why I can't remove the steering wheel. I'm going to try it one more time with a bigger puller and see if I can pop it off. so I can actually rebuild this original, since I'm having a hard time finding one. But I was trying to clean off. I did get a little bit of that, but I was trying not to touch any of the white, because of it being so old. I figured it'd start to smudge, and this one I got just a tad bit on some of the white. You can see how it just kind of smudged. And this is where like a clock would go. It didn't have one. I don't remember what was in it, because I don't remember it being blank when I took it out. But I know there wasn't a clock in it. And here on the speedometer itself, you can see it goes up to 100 miles an hour, which is really strange considering this one had 305, although, which makes me wonder if it originally supposed to have 350. But these come in two different type of instrument clusters, which have a 100 gauge, or it'll have 85, and I can actually replace these parts right here individually. And then of course you got the fuel gauge, which is actually, that was one of the first things I cleaned, and it came out real good. But now on the original, or not the original, the other one, like I said, this is still just dusty. Other than that, this plastic is in great shape. The fuel gauge, it actually looks tons better, and it don't have any of the crud on it, so it's nice and clean. But the speedometer does go only up to 85. It don't matter, because I'm not going to be going up that fast in a truck anyway. It's not a sports truck, it's not a race truck. I'm mainly going to be using this to use it to haul stuff and go hunting, camping, fishing, whatever. Did make a mistake on my last one. I thought this thing said it had 142. It must have been one of the other trucks I was looking at. But this only had 148,000 miles on it before it went to a scrapyard. It could have rolled over, but I seriously doubt it. And especially looking at the condition of this. And I don't have it bolted in quite yet. Well, let's go ahead and look at these two gauges right here. And let me show you the difference in the way the newer ones look compared to the other ones. Other than these being nice and clean, I do know the volt gauge works, but the oil pressure is just up there because it's getting voltage, but it's not getting a signal because it's not wired up. But if you look, these is nice, big, clear. Well, if you look at these other ones, they're a little smaller. This one has just oil gauge, while that says oil then we get into oil press PSI. So there's a little difference in those two. And then here's where the big things. Temperature actually shows the temperature 100, 210, and then 260. And this one just, if I can get it focused, cold to high, or hot. I don't know why I was wanting to say high. But this actually has a clock. Now this part don't look that good. It looks rusty, so I didn't think the clock itself would work. But I can actually give power to the clock. Matter of fact, I got the wire right here, and I do have it grounded. See if I can give this just enough. And if you can watch it, the second hand, you can see that it does move. Now, can I set the time on that? I might have to work on that to get that work. I'm not really concerned about it, but it is very rare to find one that has a clock in it, much less have a clock that works. Now when I took this out, I did accidentally break this tab. I do have the tab, which is this one. not going to really worry about it right now, because it'll hold it in place with all the other bolts and stuff, and it does slide in behind this piece, which the other one was so far up when I took it out of the other truck, I couldn't get it out, so I had to kind of bend this part back to get it to pop out. But one other thing, when I was putting it in, and I was doing the, if you watched one of my other vlogs, you would have noticed I was talking about if any of the bulbs was blowed, I'd be able to replace them. Now, I do know the flasher bulbs down here, they do work. And this is something that's good, because you'll notice up here, my green tabs keep falling off in the blinkers area. Well, this one's got it where it's popped in place, so that was really, really good. And these two lights work. But when I hooked it up, turned it on, only one light worked. Every one of them was blowed, and so I had to replace one of that. This one up here had a wire that goes in the back of this, which, let me flip this open. It went right in this location. And let's see if I can, here it is. And it had this weird cable right here that I couldn't figure out why it went all the way to the ashtray. Well, when I turned the light on, these lit up. And that's when I realized this is not a cable. This is fiber optic line. So when the lights went on, it would fall through it and it goes to the ashtray. I just changed it to one of the regular clips, which is like this. And done it that way because the ashtray that I have in there, I am removing. Yes, I got a mess down here. I got my vacuum cleaner. I got some plug. I got these two right here, which this is the one that I had purchased off of my cousin's boyfriend, which actually would match the model of truck the instrument cluster come off of, but it won't work because of the light switch being here, and my light switch on the truck is down here, and up here is the wiper switch. Now that other one had the steering column that had the wiper switch up here, and mine is not. It's down that way. I just realized my blinker switch, look at that, which that is one of the reasons why I need to replace, but my blinkers do work. So I'm having to use my original. Now, the radio. That was another thing I was wanting to talk about. Let me see where I put the old aftermarket radio. Now this is the type that I had. That I replaced the, well, it wasn't even the original radio that was in here. But a little bit cheap aftermarket. You can see it's not that deep. Not that deep at all. And don't have a CD player. It's just the MP3. We get it better outside. MP3, stuff like that. And they've done really good. Unfortunately, after I got the truck running, for some reason it just stopped. Checked all the fire fuses and stuff like that. It's getting power, but for some reason the radio just crapped out. I think I paid like $17, $18 for it. So it wasn't much. But, and plus, let's see, I've already cut the hole, got this in there. I'm planning on putting a touch screen over here, rebuilding the dash for a touch screen in there. Looking at one, it's also going to be, let me flip you over. It's going to be shallow like that other radio, but even more shallow. But I'm not going to purchase it right now. Through my eBay account, they have eBay rewards, which I have built up and I never used. and had some that said I had that was going to expire soon, which I had $7. I think it was $7.38, something like that. So I was looking around, and I actually found a radio that I purchased that was only $12 and something, coming from California. So it'll be here, I think Tuesday or Wednesday is what it said. Maybe a little bit longer than that. I can't exactly remember the exact time. But because of that, I only paid $5.38. Or $5 or something. Anyway, it was just a little over $5. And I'm going to have another radio that does exactly like this one. I'd like to get one that had Bluetooth, but I figured if I'm going to get it Bluetooth, I might as well go ahead and do touchscreen. But I'm not quite ready to do the modifications to do touchscreen. That might be something I'll start at the beginning of next year. I am planning on getting the stuff to fix up the dash because it's got big cracks. So I'm going to get some bondos and stuff like that and pick it up. But anyway, that's a little touch up of what's going on. I'm just waiting on time for me to actually go eat my breakfast. I figured I'd do this little video showing what I've been doing and what I got done yesterday, since I wasn't able to actually record what I was going to do. My water pump's supposed to come today, so hopefully I'll get it recorded. I got my something fell. I got my GoPro all charged up. I need to actually get the parts off so the memory won't be so full. Anyway, look forward to those videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Now I gotta flip y'all so I can see how to turn this off.